I've said it once and I'll say it again. I love talking about the Roth IRA. And if you watch any of my other videos where I mentioned this amazing investment tool, then chances are you are chomping at the bit to get your hands to sink your teeth into some tax-free money.
Oh yeah, this is good. This is so good.
And I'm not the only one that loves the Roth IRA. Dave Ramsey, personal finance expert, also is in love with the Roth IRA. Aren't you, Dave? Well, Jeff, I still think you're crazy, but yeah, I love me that Roth IRA too. So many of you want this tax-free money. You want to open a Roth IRA, but you don't know where to go. Well, guess what? There's no more guessing. There's no more wondering. This is the video for you.
Hallelujah. Yeah.
As a former financial planner, I have a lot of experience in opening Roth IRAs at different custodians, but I've also done a ton of research on all the different online options. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you what are the 6 best Roth IRA accounts for new investors. I'm also going to share what is one place that you have to avoid at all costs. All right, y'all, let's begin. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, Wealth Hacker Labs. This is the channel dedicated to teaching you new ways to grow wealth that is not taught to you in schools or by your parents. I am your gracious host, Jeff Rose, and here we are talking about the Roth IRA once again. But we are talking about it because it is still important. Many people want to start the Roth IRA. They want to get that tax-free money. They just don't know where to go.
Show me the money.
In a previous video where I talk about Roth IRA rules for beginners, I share a comment from a subscriber named Johnny G. And with Johnny G, he had opened up a Roth IRA account at a credit union, and after having this account open for 2 years, he hadn't made any interest. Now there's one thing that you need to know about Johnny G, and that is that he is a subscriber to the channel. So if you are not like Johnny G, it is time to be. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you are in the know when the next Wealth Hacker video comes out. Now I know that Johnny G is not alone in this, and that's why I wanted to share what are my 6 favorite places to open a Roth IRA if you are a beginner. And with these 6, I broke them down into 3 different categories. We have hands-on, hands-off, get your hands off me,
Keep your fucking hands off me.
and alternative. I don't have anything funny for alternative, my bad, I'm sorry. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first 2 options that are more hands-on. The first option I wanted to share is Robinhood. I absolutely love Robinhood. They are a disruptor in the investment space. I mean, they are, wait, what? What do you mean? Seriously? Oh, that's right. Robinhood they don't offer Roth IRAs. My bad. There are so many different Roth IRA options, and the fact that Robinhood still doesn't offer any IRAs, I don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, since Robinhood isn't an option, we'll go ahead and go with real option number 1, and that is TD Ameritrade. So one of the reasons why I'm including TD Ameritrade with hands-on is that if you actually want to visit a local branch, they have over 275 branches across the US. So yes, if you want to go talk to someone physically, that is an option. But if you want to go purely online, that is also an option with them as well. Now, a common theme that you're going to hear with many of the Roth IRA providers that I share today is that they have 0 account minimums. They have 0 to get started. So you don't need $1,000 or $10,000 to get your account open. And also they have 0 trading costs. That means 0 commissions on stocks and ETFs. Now we do have Robinhood to thank for being a disruptor in the financial space to force these other investment providers to slash their commissions. So this is where TD Ameritrade is a good hands-on option. If you do want to buy a stock that's not traded on the New York Stock Exchange or the NASDAQ, if it's considered an over-the-counter security, then you are going to have to pay $6.95 for those shares. But the reality is that if you're a beginner, that's not where we're starting. You want to start with the ETFs. You want to start with the blue chips, the dividend-paying stocks. That's where you want to begin, not these over-the-counter penny stocks. At the beginning of this video, I shared that you could qualify for some cash rewards. So with TD Ameritrade, they will actually give you up to a $600 cash bonus if you meet certain requirements. Now, Some of these bonuses aren't really meant for beginners, but for example, if you have over $25,000 that you want to deposit or transfer in, they'll give you a $100 bonus. That goes on up to $300 if you have over $100,000, and then $600 if you deposit $250,000 or more. Now, you may not qualify for the higher cash bonuses, but you may qualify for the smaller one. And you know what? $100 is still $100, and that is money in the bank. I'll take that $100 and put it in my bank. Option number 2, if you want more hands-on in choosing your own investments, is Ally Invest. So Ally is very similar with TD Ameritrade. They do not have the physical branches, but they do offer, once again, 0 account minimums, 0 to get started, and also 0 transaction costs with most stocks and ETFs. Now, the one con with Ally is that if you do want to buy mutual funds, they charge $9.95 for every single mutual fund transaction. So they don't have any no transaction fee mutual funds. Whereas with TD Ameritrade, they offer a ton of mutual funds where you can buy them with 0 transaction costs. So if buying mutual funds is something that you are exploring, then I would prefer TD Ameritrade over Ally. Now, Ally is also offering some nice rewards, up to $3,500 in cash if you meet certain criteria. Now, we probably aren't going to qualify for the higher tiers, but if you're between 0 and 25,000, they'll give you $50. If you're between 25 and 50,000, well, they'll go ahead and give you an extra $200. And as we all know, that $250 is still money in the bank. Those are my 2 favorite options if you want more of a hands-on experience, more hands-on control in choosing the investments inside your Roth IRA. Now, if you want more of a hands-off approach and that you want to let somebody else decide what you actually invest into, then these are my 2 providers that you need to check out. The first option is Robinhood. Dang it! Robinhood, why don't you offer Roth IRAs? I kid. Seriously though, Robinhood, no. One day I'm gonna get it. No, not Robinhood, Betterment. So with Betterment, if you don't want to choose your investments, then Betterment is my most favorite option. Why is that? It's because with Betterment, all you have to choose is your investing or saving goal. Are you saving for a house? Are you saving for a large purchase? Are you saving for retirement? Are you saving for just to save? Are you investing to build wealth? With Betterment, all you have to do is fill out a few questions and determine what is your savings goal, and they will build your portfolio for you. Now, they are primarily using exchange-traded funds, ETFs, to build this portfolio. And to manage that portfolio for you, they will charge you a very small fee. It is 0.25%, or if you want to equate that to dollars, for every $10,000 that you invest with them, they're going to charge you $25. And for those that want just a little bit more control on their investments, Betterment came out with a solution just for you. They now offer what's called flexible portfolios. So with these flexible portfolios, they'll start with either a Betterment strategy or a strategy from another investment advisor. And with that, you can customize it to your liking. Give me some of that. Give me some of this one. I'll take that one. Oh, I like that. Give me some of that. For those that are completely comfortable with a hands-off approach, guess what? Betterment has a solution for you too. For an extra 15 percentage points, so 0.4% or $40 on every $10,000 invested, they have a certified financial planner that will talk with you, that will meet with you virtually to get to know your situation and make recommendations based off of that. So yes, you can go to sleep at night knowing that you've talked to a professional and that you are doing the right thing. Thank you, Betterment. I'm gonna sleep so good tonight. All right, the second option for hands-off is another favorite of mine. It is M1 Finance. Now with M1 Finance, I can actually put them in the hands-free category because you can buy individual stocks, you can buy fractional shares of stocks and or ETFs with, you guessed it, 0 transaction costs. So that is purely an option for you too. But with M1 Finance, they also offer what is called expert pies. Now you can build your own pie with your ETFs and stocks, but for many of you that might be overwhelming.
I baked you a pie.
So these are pies that are built by them or other investment professionals that are using either stocks and or ETFs, very similar to what we've talked about with Betterment. The big difference between the two is that Betterment does a better job. Get it? Better job? Okay. Pun intended or not intended.
Hey Dana, I've got you on my radar.
of managing your risk depending on what your goals are. So with these expert pies, you're just choosing an investment strategy, and chances are it could be predominantly all in stock. So you're going to see more of a roller coaster ride in the event that the market does so. Either way, both Betterment and M1 Finance offer a true hands-free option to start investing inside a Roth IRA with no pressure of choosing your own investments, and they don't have any account minimums. So what you waiting for? Get started.
Yep, you're crazy if you don't open up a Roth IRA.
All right, we're down the home stretch, the last two options for Roth IRA investors. Now, these two are on the alternative side. And all that basically means is that we're not talking about the stock market with stocks and ETFs and mutual funds. So we're talking about alternative investment strategies. Option number one is Fundrise. So with Fundrise, this is actually an investment platform I have talked about before. With Fundrise, it allows you to become a real estate investor without actually having to purchase physical property or manage physical property. Now with Fundrise, they do have an account minimum, so it takes $500 to get the account open. Since we're not talking about traditional stock market investments here, Fundrise has to use an outside custodian for their IRAs, and they use Millennium Trust Company. It's not Millennial Trust Company, because if it was millennials, you actually might like that. But no, it's Millennium Trust Company, and because of that, they charge a $125 custodial fee. Now, this is pretty common when you're dealing with non-traditional investments. I've seen other outside custodians charge $250, $500, up to $1,000 on their custodial fees for these non-traditional investments. So if you are dead set on becoming a real estate investor inside your Roth IRA, then Fundrise is the option for you. The second option with the alternative options in Roth IRAs is LendingClub. LendingClub is another provider that I've talked about before here on the channel. They are a peer-to-peer lending company. So for those that need a loan, the way that you make money is that you're actually giving microloans to all these different people. Just like a bank, you are collecting interest on all the different loans that you have given out. And LendingClub is making their money on a management fee for handling all the loans that they process. And trust me, they are processing a ton. Now, the unfortunate thing with LendingClub and their Roth IRAs is that it does take more to get started. If you were to open up an investment account with them, they do have a $1,000 minimum, but with their IRAs, they require more. They want you to maintain a balance of at least $5,500, so $5,500, and they're going to charge you $40 for that custodial fee. Now, there is another option that's a little bit more expensive, but since we're talking about IRAs for beginners, I won't even talk about that one. But once again, if you want to avoid the stock market, if you don't want to do real estate, then a Roth IRA with LendingClub is another option you could consider. Okay, just in case you were wondering why I was wearing a hat in today's video, because I don't think I've ever done this, but the reason is because it's a rainy, dreary day. Anyway, that wraps up the 6 different options for Roth IRAs for beginners. But I did mention that there is one option that you want to avoid at all costs. And going back to Johnny G's comment, so Johnny G talked about his credit union and how his credit union and Roth IRA is not making any money. And that's the option that you want to avoid. Not saying that you want to avoid credit unions or local banks or regional banks, but basically what you want to avoid is any investment place that doesn't really offer true investments. So in Johnny G's case, he's got a credit union. It sounds like he has a savings account, doesn't have any other true investments like stocks or bonds or ETFs or mutual funds. So in that case, those are the ones that you want to avoid, because yes, you are opening a Roth IRA, but you have a Roth IRA that's not actually paying you any money. And that's what we don't want unless you're like 70 years old. And last time I checked my YouTube analytics, I don't have many 70-year-olds watching my channel. So yeah. That's the place that you want to avoid. The one you just don't want to open up at a bank or a credit union that doesn't offer true investments like ETFs, individual stocks, or mutual funds. Avoid those at all costs. All right, y'all, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope this is getting you started to go open up your first Roth IRA. If this is the case, let me know. Let me know in the comments below where you're going to open a Roth, how much you're going to get started. And yeah, I want to cheer you on because I want you to start hacking your wealth, and opening up a Roth IRA, getting that tax-free money is a great way to start. Until next time, this is Jeff Rose reminding you that it's your money, it's your life, and only you can make it awesome. Stay dry out there. Peace out.